Hi folks, and thank you for tuning in to Two Riders. A couple of things I want to start with. Big thank you to all the subscribers, and a shout out to the new subscribers. Been quite a few folks recently. Appreciate it. If you like the video today and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and consider hitting the like button. Today we're going to talk about a new 3-burner portable camp stove. You've seen this before, and these are usually sold in a little orange container like this, and they're pretty small and they don't have a lot of surface. So here I've got a little aluminum camping pot. I got 2 measured cups of water in it, and I don't know if you can see it, but I've made coffee on this little burner, and when the coffee pot gets perking, it starts to juggle around a little bit. Of course, a lot of activity. There's not much surface area on here. It's a cool little burner. It does work, but it's not ideal for bigger pots, and certainly for like frying pans and stuff like that. So take this thing off of here. What I got a gift at Christmas time this year, and it is another very packable camp stove. Comes in a pack like this. It's only, what, 3 inches high maybe? But what you have here is a stove, and it has, that's a nice case that I just covered up with a bunch of mung off the table. It's got some adapters for different types of canisters, but the main connector here is perfect for these isobutane tanks. So what you do is twist your isobutane on. It's all nice and snug. They recommend that you have this closed counterclockwise. Today, by the way, we're doing this on the porch. You might be able to hear the raindrops falling. Light rain, which is going to be turning into heavy rain until about midnight tonight. So it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit here. I've got on my Austrian field jacket, the Two Riders tag on here. Haven't worn this on a video in a while. So when you spread these legs out, some of this is stainless steel and some of it is cast steel. I don't know if it's stainless or not, but this is what your stove unit looks like. And there are 3 burners, which are going to put out a heck of a lot more heat than the old one did. See if I got these things all lined up right. Yeah, now the pot fits on it better. I've got 2 measured cups of water in here, and off to the side I've got a nice big coffee cup and a container of hot cocoa mix. So about 48 out here. Like I said, not cold, it's not windy. It would be a little unpleasant to be doing this out in the rain without having some cover, but I'm going to sit here, see how long it takes us to get to boil. I'm just going to give a rough look at the watch once I light it, and in fact I might just light it now and then move stuff around a little bit. Let's see. Okay, now this has a piezoelectric lighter, which is this little guy right here. You click on that and this should light right up. So got the water, 2 cups, cold water. Once I put it on here, I'm going to look at the watch, and then I might shut the thing off, and I'm not doing a timer thing to the second. I'm just going to look at the minute. Got this going, or getting ready to go. So the can sit away. The pot's no longer having to balance on this thing, which has some plastic feet, but those had to be bought separately. So now it's got some nice wide feet, and I swear this looks like the old lunar module from the Apollo program. So, and it really kind of sounds like one of the new rockets taking off. You should be able to hear this, but here we go. So you've got it all the way on, so clockwise. There. Now, if you can see, that fire is cooking. And it's about 255. I'm going to turn it down just a little. Still a nice blue flame. 3 times the surface area coming out. 3 different burners instead of this. Much more stable. This is a little bit bigger to pack, but it's not big by any means. Still very convenient. It's a lot smaller than taking a Coleman 2-burner gas stove with you. I'm using just very lightweight aluminum cookware here. That's kind of, it's a cooking pot for camping or hiking or whatever. I'm using this hello. That was weird. This has been partially used, but I shook it. It sounded like it had a lot of fuel in it. Hadn't used it in a while. Over the last 3 weeks or so, every night we were down in anywhere from low single digits to mid-teen digits Fahrenheit. And for over 2 weeks, we never got above 32, which is freezing in Fahrenheit, in the afternoon. In that kind of condition, this 3-season fuel doesn't work. I've got some other year-round fuel, and but I just waited until it warmed up just a tad, and then we're going to go ahead and do this. So, like I said, what we have, nice big cup. The cup has gotten very cold. It's been sitting out here. These 2 adapters, I'm not sure what other kind of tanks these screw onto. The instructions that come with this are very small, and basically there's a couple of QRs that you can click on the QR. It'll take you to the site, and you can see in a little bit more detail. But I didn't need an adapter for the type of fuel that I've got, which is good. I'm going to put the little one. Like I said, you see these all the time online, all over the place, and they fold up nice and small, and nothing wrong with them by any means, but they're not always perfect for everybody's need, because sometimes they're just too small. So, and it goes to its little container, and that's for using on another day. This one's bigger. You can have more intense flame. It's big enough and wide enough that if you want to use a cast iron frying pan, or your regular stainless steel stuff out of your kitchen, it's great for either hiking and camping, even backyard camping. If you kind of run out of burners on the stove, if maybe you've got an event going on where there's a lot of people cooking a lot of different things and you want one more burner, here you go. It's also good for if you lose power. This has been heating for 3 minutes, and you can see steam coming off. And I don't have it turned up all that high. So I think in about 5 minutes I'm going to have boiling water, which is pretty quick, and that's good. I don't know if you've used these kind of stoves before, or canned propane, butane, isopropane, whatever. It's a pleasing sound. It's a hiss, and it's a pleasing sound knowing that you're going to have some warm drink or food in front of you in a little while. So kind of nice on a chilly day. It's not, like I said, it's not cold, I know, There's other people who have it. I'm in the mid-Atlantic of the U.S., and when it stays below freezing for the high for 2 weeks, that's a little unusual for us, and nobody was really loving it. On top of it, everything was covered with a layer of about that much snow that compressed down with what we had on top of that was sleet, and then it compressed it, and it was just like basically about the thickness of a brick of ice and snow that got frozen together. It was a very slippery situation. So here we go. Hot cocoa mix, milk chocolate flavored. And they're talking about 8 ounces of water. I've got 16 ounces, or right about just about a liter in there. So I guess maybe I'll fill this half full. If you water it down too much, it's not gonna give you that. And now, with this, you can see the steam coming off of there. That is, my friends, a rolling boil. And let's see how much time that took. Yeah, 5 minutes. It's great. Turn it off. And push the stove out of the way here. I don't want to be foolish and grab that. It looks like stamped steel machine cut legs, and I believe it's cast steel in the body, pretty thick. It's going to hold heat for a while, and if you touch it now, it's going to be an unpleasant circumstance. So here we go. That is right at about a cup. Give this a stir. This does not have any mini marshmallows in it. Those are kind of nice this time of year. But just plain hot cocoa is nice too. Yeah, that did the trick. So, again, thank you all who have subscribed. And the plane coming in. If you haven't subscribed, consider hitting the button. And if you want to hit like, excuse me. Oh, I need some hot cocoa. If you want to hit like, and if you got any comments, leave a comment. Until next time, thank you. Appreciate it.